Hello everybody, welcome to That's Football. The time is now. It is England against Spain. It is the Euro 2024 final and it is a date with destiny. 45 years in the making for many of us, certainly for some of us in this room. As a young child, I saw England lose the Italia 90 on penalties and I cried. In Euro 96, I was a little bit older. I remember a can of beer being involved. I cried. In 98, it was Beckham and the red card. I cried again in a packed pub and I'm not afraid to say I did it. Even in the late 90s, I was ahead of the time. A man crying. 2002, we blew it. In Japan at 7 a.m. in a quarter-final. 2004, Rooney's injury cost us the Euros there. 2006, Rooney's red card cost us there. Then we went into the bad years. The Wally with the brolly, Capello, Hodgson, and then we came to Southgate. And whatever we think about Southgate, and God, we've had our opinions on him. We've had a World Cup semi-final. We've had a Euros final. We've had a World Cup quarter-final. And we're in a Euros final again. By the law of probability, surely tonight is the night for England. Put aside your feelings about coaching and tactics and starting 11s. If you're English tonight, there is only one destination, and that is, for the first time in our history, winning a major tournament, and also, for the first time since 1966, winning anything. Tonight is the night. It can happen. It must happen. Life is about grabbing these opportunities. I don't fear Spain, but I do feel nervous. This is a massive game for England, and I think we can do it. Ever since Switzerland, I felt that we would do it. And again, I'm gonna nail that flag to the mast. I think England do this. I really do. There is nothing but hope and positivity in my heart. This is about the country that is yours. If you don't like England and you want us to lose, I get that. That's what it's all about. But I refuse to get drawn into starting lineups like I have in previous weeks. I refuse to get drawn into tactics or how good or bad this coach may be. Last night, I had a migraine. It may have led to weird dreams. I had a dream where me and Gareth Southgate were sat in a room. And I tell you what, I actually quite liked him. We had a good chat. He told me how much he loved That's Football, how I was an innovator in the space that he respected, and he told me he'd got it wrong for years. He wish he could do the things that many people talk about, but tonight he would. And I tell you what, it was probably a migraine-induced dream, but it made me feel better this morning, and I choose to believe that tonight we will do it. Drunk Bridge later says, right, I have had a beer already, so maybe I'm already there. But we're sponsored by Boohoo Man. We'll talk about that in a moment. Fantastic offer there. Get your clothing online delivered to your door. Matty Maguire says, I'm from Northern Ireland and I hope that England win. And DJ, thank you very much for your comment there. Well, let's get this England lineup on the screen. Look, I haven't felt like this all tournament. I think all tournament, I make no apologies for being, unhappy, wanting better, demanding more. I make no apologies for that. But tonight it is about getting the job done. And if I'm completely and utterly honest here, if we can beat Spain 1-0 and they hit the post 20 times and we score with a dodgy goal, I will take it now, because bottom line, win the game is all that matters at this point. You want the journey there to be better. And look, I said it on the podcast this week, and I'm not afraid to say it. If we're talking about for the betterment of football, who should win this tournament, then it should be Spain. Of course it should. But I'm English, and I want England to win it. And England would not be the first team in Euros or World Cup history to scam their way to the final and win it. Spain sort of did it in 2008. Portugal did it in 2016. Italy made a career out of it. This is a one-shot lottery. What's gone on before doesn't matter. How Spain have played before doesn't matter. Yes, all that will come out in the wash if we lose and we lose badly. There will be, quite rightly, question marks over selections, tactics, and people will run straight away to the fact that Spain had the harder side of the draw. we had the easy side of the draw, and when we met, we got done. But I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't. I respect Spain. We've watched a lot of those games together. They're a very, very good side, but have they really battered anybody yet? England respond really well when they go behind. Spain do well, but they let you back into the game. There are angles in this to think that England can do something about it. But look, let's start with the team news. No real surprises there. I know it says 3-4-2-1 on the screen, but I almost laugh at that. I mean, this is a system that Southgate used because he was scared of Switzerland, and it worked quite well, and we've stuck with it. I don't really think that if we adapt this formation, as I said, against the Netherlands, against Spain, it will become a back five. And we don't want to play a back five. It's a long way to your goal if you're playing a back five. The 3-4-3 or whatever you want, it's a good system if you're going to have a lot of attack. But if we play this against Spain and they get hold of the ball, we're going to end up playing a back five and a holding two. And Harry Kane's not quick, and it's going to be a long way back. So I think we've probably got to play more of a four, if I'm honest. Luke Shaw comes in for Trippier, makes total sense. He's a left back and Trippier isn't. But apart from that, it's the usual tactic of Harry Kane. Gareth Southgate. He's picked the same 10 players from the previous team every game. He's made one change every game, and he's done the same in the final. I absolutely stand by that Ollie Watkins should have started the game, not just because he got us in the final, which he did. The reward should have been playing in the final. I'm absolutely convinced that a Pep Guardiola or an Ancelotti or a Jurgen Klopp would seriously have put Ollie Watkins in. But also from a tactical point of view, Spain will want to play a high line. Spain will want a lot of the ball. And when you've got Ollie Watkins who can run in behind, it just gives them an option. All I'm going to say about the Harry Kane thing is, if we win and he plays well, it won't matter. But if we lose, then nepotism will have cost us, because there was a better form option, tactical option to make in my mind. I think Cole Palmer's also very unlucky, but Foden did play very well in the first half against the Dutch. Bellingham, you're not going to drop Jude Bellingham, and you're not going to drop Saka. So where Cole Palmer would start is the problem. I would like to have seen him start. I think he's unlucky not to start, but I don't know where he would have started. Whereas I think Watkins obviously should have started, and there was a very obvious one to do. Sending love from Singapore. Let's go England, says Russell. I hope you're having a great time wherever you're watching, everybody. Whether you're pro-England or pro-Spain, it matters not. We're in for an amazing night of... I hope we do. I really, really haven't heard this said enough. I really hope we get a good game of football. I think England to win will have to play well, and Spain want to play well. So first and foremost, I thought the Italy-England final at Wembley was shit. So I really hope that this game lives up to it. Sonny says, come on English fans, enjoy this journey. Not being good enough. What are you talking about? You're in a Euro final against Spain. Win one game for glory. Exactly, Sonny. Palmer to win it, says Janet. Come on England. Buzzing pre-match. Spain is back to full strength today. This will not work for England, says Mahmood. Bring the pain, Spain. Just joking. Hashtag Toxic Sunday, says Parker. Mark, my dad was born in 66 when we won the World Cup, and past this year, it's written in the stars. Sad to hear that, Slow Money, but we can grab onto anything, and I like the sound of that. I don't like the sound that your dad's passed. Obviously, I know you don't think I mean that. I mean, like, I like the sound of the, fate. Born in 66 when we won it, died in 2024 where we win it. Who knows? Something magical like that could happen. Can you, and rest in peace to you, and sorry, not you, rest in peace to your dad. I'm panicking. GB says, can you do a shout out? Matt, you're a nice bloke. It's coming home, says GB. Thank you very much. And as an American English fan, I just wanted to say your watch-alongs have made this tournament that much better. You're a legend, Mark. Come on, England, says Aha. Thank you very much, pal. Savage, thanks for your super chat. Even though Kane is starting, says Rub, but if he doesn't deliver within 60 minutes, Watkins must be subbed on. Southgate shouldn't be passive with substitution, says Rub. I really do think that the substitutions could be huge. Huge. My only concern about the substitutions are, and I think I am comfortable to say this. Let's have a quick look at the Spain side, by the way. what I will say is that with the substitutions, it really depends what the score is. If it's 1-1 or 0-0, when we make those subs, you'd probably say it falls into our favour. But if it's 2-0 to Spain when we make the subs, it might be too late. So when we make those subs, we need to still be in the game, don't we? United Trade supporting England, so congratulations to Spain, says Abraham. I thought he was in the Spain end, though, so I don't know how that works. Jamie says, respectfully, I can't wait to see your tears. I don't feel that, though. You know, when we had the penalty shootout, I was very confident. There's a weird aura around England and how it impacts me at the moment. So I just feel confident. I don't feel like we're going to get that. Which England kit are you wearing? The home kit, because I've had it on for the last few games and it's what England are wearing. Why do you think Grimaldo is being snubbed by the Spanish manager, says Mrs. Stone? I don't know. And also, nervousness, says Emu. And Simon says, hi, Mark. We don't have to have a good tournament. Just one good game and this is it. Kick back and enjoy. It's coming home. And thoughts on, I don't know what that is, super. Okay, let's go through the Spanish side for you. Spain obviously welcoming back Le Normand. Where did it go? I didn't pause it. It's my fault. Calm down. Calm down. So the Spain lineup looks like this. They've got, obviously, Simon in goal. I call him Simon. It probably is Simon. Cucurella, Laporte, Lenormand and Carvajal, their best back four. Ruiz, Rodri and Olmo. Obviously, no, Pedri has been injured, but Dani Olmo's done fantastically well. And then their front three of Williams, Yamal and Morata. Unfortunately, you know, the security guard didn't take him out. Their bench, look, Nacho, Grimaldo, Lopez, Joselu, Marino, Navas, Oyarzabal, Raya, Ramiro, Torres, Vivian and Zubimendi. It's just not as strong as England. When you look at England, you've got people like Watkins, you've got Tony, you've got Palmer, you've got Gordon, you've got Gallagher, you've got Trent, you've got so many options for England. And I think if it comes down to benches, I'd fancy us. I really, really would. But let's see how it goes. Thank you very much for the super chats. A few weird ones coming in. We won't be reading those, but thoughts on that? Don't know what that is. Cormac, thank you very much. Mark, my Irish prayers are working. If England got to the final, Southgate would be extended. Now I need you to lose, and it's complete, says Cormac. I don't know about that. I think if England lose this final badly, then he still needs to be sacked, because everyone will just say the football was crap. You scammed your way to the final. You were 40 seconds from going out against Slovakia. You needed penalties against Switzerland and a last-minute goal against the Netherlands, and you were on the easiest side of the draw. So I don't think Southgate is in a position where he can say, oh, I've done really well. He's got to win it to save his job, as far as I'm concerned, although the FA are in charge, so who knows. We've got nearly 20,000 of you watching already. Make sure you smash a like, subscribe and share that video. We could be in for record numbers tonight, and you're very, very welcome. But before I carry on with the football chat and a few interesting bits of news, let me just say a big shout out to Boohoo Man, who are sponsoring this stream. If you don't know what Boohoo Man is, it's an online clothing company. They have massive discounts delivered to your door, but we can give you, with the code Goldbridge, an exclusive extra 10% on top of any discount within that website at the moment. So you use the code Goldbridge, even if an item is discounted, and you'll get an extra 10% on top of that. So links in the description, scan the QR code, click the link. And also, because it's a final, they've got a bit of trivia for you as well. We always do this on the United Stand. So here we go on That's Football. Guess the player with a little bit of Euro and England theme. So a bit of a clue there. I was born on the 20th of June, 1978 in Romford, England. This is going to send some people off on the wrong route, because they'll think the Romford Pele. I began my career with West Ham in 1994. I'm Chelsea's all-time highest goal scorer with 211 goals. I've also played 106 matches for the England national team, scoring 29 goals. During my career, I won the Premier League 3 times, the FA Cup 4 times, the League Cup twice, and the Champions and European League once. Let me see in the chat if anybody knows who it is, because it's not Ray Parlour. It's certainly not Ray Parlour. What's your Argentina versus Colombia predictions? I think Argentina, Mrs. Stone. Lots of people going with Lampard. Well done on that. And Big shout out to Boohoo Man. Remember, scan the QR code or go through the link in the description and get an extra 10% off with the code Goldbridge. Big shout out to Boohoo Man, and thank you very much for getting involved. Ben says, I hope you and the family are doing well. What's your post celebration if England win? I mean, I don't want to be so arrogant about that, but there are many options. I've always said I want to jump in a fountain if England win it, but I do have access to a hot tub, so that probably would be an easier option. But yes, certainly top off, get wet is generally the idea, and drink alcohol because. Look, I remember when Manchester United won the treble in 1999, and I was 3 o'clock in the morning, cigar, bottle of whiskey, on a beach, didn't want to go to bed. Nothing will ever touch Manchester United because I like Manchester United more than I like England. But as an English person, we haven't won anything since 1966. So all I would say to anybody who is English, whatever age you are, embrace the moment if it happens, because the next 2 hours are going to be crazy and you probably won't have any clarity. But if it does happen, embrace the moment, because you never know when it might never happen again in your life. I mean, I would hope that if we win this, it gives us momentum to go and win a World Cup in America in 2 years, but it might be another 60 years before we do it, in which case I certainly won't see it again. And some of you won't see it again. So that's what you're looking at. It's history in the making if they can do it. Hey says, as a non-English fan, behaviour of English fans has not endeared me except one, and that's Harry Kane. I wish to see him lift the European trophy. Thank you very much. I'm not doing a roast of United, Mrs. Stone, no. Thoughts on the Copa America... Sorry, thoughts on the Copa America final having a half-time show, says Arturo. We don't need that in football, thanks. And Mark, if England win, will you do a tournament watch-along montage, says SJV. I won't be doing that. I've got better things to do. I've got a watch-along for Man United against Rosenborg tomorrow. And Robbo96 says, listening to some of the ITV coverage going about Southgate, and it's like they're talking about a different person to what we all see and know. Yeah, Robbo, I think you know what I think it is. I've spoke to a lot of people, and I'm doing the same. I think you cannot go down the avenue of the negativity, because the Englishness makes you want to win this game. So there's a lot of fake positivity because we've got to get ourselves into the moment of what is historically could happen here. There is no point moaning about Kane starting. There is no point moaning about Southgate being a bad manager, because it just takes you into negative areas when we need to be positive, because if this happens, it's very selfish. It doesn't matter who the England manager is. It doesn't matter who the goal scorer is, because when the final whistle goes, it becomes yours. It's not about Southgate. I won't be on Twitter going, well done Southgate if we win. I'll be in the bloody fountain saying, well done me. I've done it. I've always deserved this. I enjoy it. And that's the thing that you mustn't get lost in with the negativity. There are people out there that are like, oh, I just can't get into it because I just don't like Southgate and I don't like the way they play. Bollocks to that. Southgate's not going to jump in the fountain with you. He's going to be having his own party. This is about your own personal thing. And you deserve it. Perry Stack, welcome to the Members Club. Thanks for getting your badge in. Do a few keepy ups, Mark. Take the edge off. I don't think any of those balls are actually pumped up, though. They're all a bit flat, so that would not be good. Mainu and Garnacho to score winners today, says Mrs. Stone. Thank you very much. We want Cole Palmer, says TS. I'm sure we'll see him at some point. I'm absolutely convinced we'll see him at some point. Let me just send this. It's there's a bit of a pre-game show going on here. Not interested. Actually, this is a great experiment. Not interested in this crap. Performances before a game of football, nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Just not interested. Really, really not. Please do subscribe to the channel, by the way. We are getting very, very, very close to what are we on? No, we're already on 220,000. We're getting very close to 221,000. 1,221,000. It's been amazing, these Euros. So many people have been getting involved with the channel. You're absolute legends. And just as a side point, we don't stop. It's not just about the Euros. We do Premier League, Champions League. So loads to get involved in as the real football comes back after this. But it's been a great tournament in the sense that it's filled a month that would have been pretty boring. I detest the non-football in a summer. So to have a tournament, whether you think it's been good or bad, look, for me, I just don't think international football really hits the mark of domestic football. And I've always said that. I don't scout players based on international football. And I don't think it's anywhere near as good as what we get in the Champions League or the Premier League. But it feels a whole. It is a bubble. And, you know, it's nice when it happens. But let's be honest, when the September international break hits, I'll be losing my crap because I'll be like, the Premier League's just got going. But it has been enjoyable. Where does it rank as a tournament? There's been good games. I thought I think every game that Spain's played in the knockouts has been good. I think England were a real letdown. France were a real letdown. Portugal were a real letdown. And that sort of did take a bit of air out of the tournament, if we're being honest. But as a general tournament, I think it's been, you know, it's been great to have a proper tournament in the summer with packed out stadiums. It's the first time we've had that since Russia, 2018. And, you know, God knows what we're going to get in America. I think it's going to be a great World Cup in relation to the Razzmatazz. There's going to be too many teams in it. I worry about the quality. But, you know, I've you know, all in all, I've enjoyed the Euros. And what I will say as a fan of football is that if England win this, it'll be the greatest tournament ever. But if Spain win it, I still think it's been a decent tournament. And look, as I said, from a footballing point of view, Spain would be my pick. But if England beat Spain, then what were we talking about? Jack says the opening is horrible. Couldn't they just put some random singer to perform a few songs? Outdoor Adventures, thank you for joining the Members Club. You're a legend. Perry says, I'm so glad Luke Shaw is starting first in the final. Off the Post says, how confident of you of an England victory tonight? Well, I am confident, yeah. I wouldn't say very confident, but I am confident. I know a lot of people who are nervous. What's this torture before the game? Get this crap music off, says Mrs. Stone. Jeffrey says, what game plan are you expecting from England today? You and the team have been massive this tournament, says Samsung. Thank you very much. Yeah, big shout out to everybody who's been involved in front of the camera, behind the camera with That's Football, and all of you as well. Absolute legends. I think that what I'm expecting from the game is really important, and I think I'd love to know what some of you are expecting. What I'm expecting from the game is a shock, actually. I just don't think England, if they approach this game as a counter-attacker, will have any joy. I think if we let Spain have the ball and sit deep, we will lose. We have to therefore attack, and therefore we've got to appreciate that we will concede chances. But we've got to play like we did in the first half against the Netherlands. We've got to open the game up. That is a risk. That is a risk. But we've got to chance our arm, because if we open the game up and Spain are way better than us, we could get torn apart. But if we don't open the game up and we sit back, I think Spain will probe and probe and probe and have 70% of the ball. And if we do open up the game and attack them, we might find that we cause them problems. So I think we've got to get at them. And also, when you've got Harry Kane up front, there's no point in not getting at them because he's too bloody slow to be running from the halfway line on the counter. So I think we've got to get hold of the ball. We've got players who can do that. Phil Foden, Jude Bellingham, Kobe Mainoo, Declan Rice, Saka. I expect us to get at them and create chances. I think it's going to be... I think people are going to be surprised as to how in the game England are. It doesn't mean we'll win, but I think we will be in the game. And I think that I don't think it matters massively who scores first either. I think if we score first, we naturally sit in, and that will invite Spain on. And if they score first, we tend to react well. So can I see extra time and penalties? If the game goes to plan, I think everything's on the table. I think England could win it in normal time. On the other hand, what I'm trying to say is I don't think we need Spain to play badly to win. I think if we play well, I've always said this, and I want to say it again. I said it at Christmas. I said it on the podcast at Christmas, and I said it before the tournament. If England don't win this tournament, it'll be because of the manager. I also said that England could win this tournament despite the manager. And that was based on the principle that this England team is the best set of players I've ever seen us have. I really do believe that. I think that, you know, we had a golden generation, but none of them were really playing outside of Europe. Jude Bellingham's just won the Champions League with Real Madrid. Harry Kane is scoring goals for Bayern Munich. I think that this is the best set of players we've got, and it should win the Euros. It should be winning the Euros. I mean, I think that one thing I would give Southgate credit for is that he's a master at lowering expectations. Like, we must remember what we're looking at when we look at the England team. It is one of the best squads in the world, and it is full of people who can win things. There's Champions League winners in that team. There's Player of the Years in that team. It's good enough to win this tournament. On paper, it's probably better than Spain. So we're not an underdog. We're capable of winning this, and I always said we would win this tournament, and I got laughed at, but I still believe I was right. I never said we'd play good. In fact, if you go to the podcast preview, I said we'll win this tournament, but I don't think we'll play well. I think people who expect us to play well are in for a disappointment, but we will win the tournament. And I said that on the podcast. It's there. Go and check it out. It's either 3-0 to Spain at 40 minutes or we take it to extra time, says Dom. Oh, God. I tell you what, I think I must have holy teeth because I eat nuts. I think my mouth's clean, and the next thing I know, I'm choking on one. I must get stuck in my tooth. Thanks, Dom. Can you say hi to John O'Brien, please, says Chloe. Hi to John O'Brien. I hope you're doing well. Big up That's Footballing United stand. Another Manu masterclass incoming and buzzing to see Shaw. If he pulls his hamstring after Sir Jim's comments, I'm Ineos out, says Sean. I mean, I'm not even thinking about Luke Shaw getting injured, if I'm honest with you. We can't be dealing with that. I just need to clear the walkway a little bit here. I do not want any tripping. It's an important night. Let's get ready to rumble. Let's get ready to rumble. The players are on the pitch. We're 4 minutes away, and we're ready to go. Is Ronaldo going to be allowed to play in the US World Cup, says Grant? I don't think he should be playing in the World Cup, should he? I mean, love Ronaldo, but don't think he's... surely... I mean, look, I'd love to see Ronaldo and Messi playing in the American World Cup, but I think 2 years' time might be a bit of a stretch, certainly for Ronaldo. Maybe not Messi. Thank you very much. Jurgen Klopp says, ITV pundits versus BBC One pundits, who would win in a scrap? I don't watch it, mate. I can't hear it, so I don't bother watching it. You're my pundits. That's how it works. And thank you, everyone who's tuning in. Actually, listen to 3 lines today. Come on, England. You know, this is the best I felt all tournament. I don't know whether it was that dream about Southgate last night. We were both clothed. It was just a conversation, and it was all about football. But I just woke up today, and I was like, I'm English. This is history. You know, does it really matter what tactics or team selection if we win? It does matter in the rest of the tournament because it's a journey to here. But now, I don't think it really matters as long as we win. And I did listen to World in Motion. You got to hold and give, but do it at the right time. Yeah, I watched the Mr. T version. I had Vindaloo on, na na na, and 3 lines as well. So look, ready to go, absolutely ready to go, and very, 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 very nervous. Yes, I don't normally get nervous, but I am very nervous about it. But look, I think it's about winning. That's all it is. And it's a personal journey. You've got like Prince William there. You've got Gareth Southgate. You've got me. You've got you. Look, the first thing I'll do when we win this game, after I've done my match reaction, is just take a deep breath and think about it for myself, selfishly. I've been there. When Man United won the treble, I was sat on that beach and I wasn't thinking, ooh, Sir Alex, or ooh, David Beckham. I was thinking, mine's a Scotch. It's a personal thing. Natasha, what are you talking about? Goodbye, Toxic Sunday. And out on a run, on our way back now. Thanks for a great summer, says the Wheelbarrow. Thank you very much. Can you say hi to John O'Brien? We've done that. I've done that as well. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, by the way, bottom right-hand corner, and please do share the video. We are really, really close to 30,000. Really, really close to 30,000. So thanks everyone who's tuning in. Make sure you give us a share. What am I doing here? What am I doing here? Sorry, I thought I'd lost the bloody stream then. I'm going mad. You're going mad, Mark. Right, ready to go. Oh, God, come on. The referee's in the centre circle. Which is where you want him. And we are watching the screen, which is where you want us as well. Danny Olmo. Bloody Danny Olmo. He's ready to go as well. Kobe Mainoo's ready to go. Harry Kane's ready to go. We're ready to go. England are ready to go. Actually, I'm not ready to go. Where's my timer? There it is. I'm ready to go. Let's do it. Oh, we're going to do this kickoff. Right, stay calm. Pickford's going to blast the ball long. We think we're playing rugby for some reason, and we do it all the time. I don't know why, but here we go. Watch. I don't get it. To this day, I just do not understand why we do it. Goal kick to Spain. I don't understand it. I have seen it. I've seen Man United do it, and I don't understand why we do it. Just let's move on. Is final enough for Southgate to keep his job? Thomas, can we talk about that later? That would be appreciated. Gary, there 2 months and watched 0 minutes live, says Dom, and just a reminder that the Beatles released Revolver 1 week after the World Cup. Just a reminder as to how long it's been, says Jack. Wow. Yeah. It's a long, long time. I'm closing the poll. Who will be crowned Euro 2024 champions? 50-50. 50% England, 50% Spain. You couldn't get a better poll. You couldn't get a better poll. Stats carousel is moving around, I think. Yes, it is. And we are good to go. Right, let's see how these first couple of minutes go, because I think this is going to be really interesting with regards to just how much possession England have in the first 5 minutes, because Spain being given the ball and England sitting back in a, organised fashion isn't really what I want to see us do. But having said that, Gareth Southgate is a very defensive coach, and good interception by Luke Shaw there. Now, are we going to move forward? Carvajal wins it off him very easily. Hulis on TikTok says, if England win, dye your hair pink. And cheers from Texas, Mark. You're never going to walk alone, says Ivan. In that case, I would rather, but thank you very much. Yeah, keep your eye on this first 5 minutes. We do not want to... I disagree with giving a team the first 5 minutes to settle in and get momentum. But if we're going to play counter-attack football, we're going to play counter-attack football. Hopefully that's not what we're going to see, but if it works, it works. And it might just be a bit of a respect factor. But we've only had 2 minutes here. They're just so good on the ball, Spain, that we've not played a team like this, to be fair. The Dutch could play through a press, but we did press them. And everybody else we've played has been nowhere near as good as Spain. God, I'm nervous. Nice little ball in there by Spain into Morata. He's got John Stones out of position. But England win it back. This is what we've got to do. One day Pickford will score a goal doing that and the press will call him the England Yashin or Buffon. Something equally ridiculous, says Jackie. And a French ref right after Spain knocked out France in the semis. It's a risky decision, says Rob. Well, the good thing about England getting the final is we don't get to see Anthony Taylor or Michael Oliver refereeing a final. Please do subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Thanks for the follows on TikTok. Mario, you're a legend. And Shane as well. There's Yamal. Luke Shaw's bullying him a little bit. And it's allowed Bellingham to win. Oh, come on. Bit scrappy from both teams so far, to be fair. I really wish we had some pace up front. Kane is always so deep, says Angry Brit. Yeah, I mean, look, I would have played Ollie Watkins for a number of reasons. And one of them would have been his inability to push that defensive line back. Good play by Spain. Here's Dani Olmo. Interesting cross. Messi says, let's score Spain from Scotland. And it's an early corner for England. The reality of the game. We can all have a feeling. Oh, I'm confident we're going to do it. The game kicks off and you go, yeah, you can have confidence, but you've actually got to do the job. Palmer to score the winner. I'd bet my mortgage, says Dom. I think if we're still in the game when subs get made, you know, we've got a great chance because I think our bench is better than theirs. Saka. We're just making a couple of bad decisions at the moment. Bellingham, Saka have given the ball away a little bit too cheaply. And I think first 10 minutes, it would be nice to just get hold of the ball a little bit. Just play the simple pass, you know. I know it's a final. I know you've got to settle. But Spain have settled here in the first 5 minutes. I think every player's had a touch. Whereas for England, we've not had a bit of possession once yet. You know, good possession. I mean, yeah, Spain have had a lot of ball. Not created anything, though, and that's a positive. Hook and Buddy says, if Spain win it, would it be the hardest route to a Euro trophy in recent memory? Germany, France, England, Netherlands and Croatia in their group. No, they didn't have Netherlands in their group, did they? Yes, they did. No, they didn't. That was France. Possession stats, 79% Spain. Yeah, we can't just play counter-attacking football. We've got to get on the ball here. Give it another 5 minutes, but we can't just play counter-attacking football. One thing I will say is that Nico Williams against Walker and Yamal against Luke Shaw, we've got two very experienced and quick fullbacks against two of their better players. And I think that could be good for us. Defensively, we've been quite good in this tournament as well. But my concern is they've had 7 minutes at 80% possession. And it just, you know, I wanted us to get at them a little bit. Well done, Walker. Well done, Rice. Throw in. Did you see Farley impersonation during the Euros? Says Alan. No, I didn't, mate. And it's a bit silly that they're still booing Cucurella, says Jack. And say I've played the game, made us win last game. This is Sam. Same as Discord. Thanks for the follows, by the way. Definitely giving up a lot of possession here. It's risky. It's risky. Jackie Boy says Cucurella's still getting bored. Poor guy. That's the dive. Yes, he should send him off for that. Dani Olmo. That was a dive. Quasi's feeling a bit nervous. I think what we need to do here is get a bit of the bloody ball. 8 minutes. Not been in there half. We can't just sit in. I mean, not even, you know, Germany didn't play like this. We've got to be an attacking force. Score guess. 2-1 England. Still fine. Still fine here. What are your thoughts so far, everybody? Look, lots of the ball. Lots of the ball for Spain, but positionally, Man United. Positionally, England are set up quite well, you know. Maybe that's Southgate's plan. Stay in the game. I've played the game. Stay in the game. Maybe that's the plan. Stay in the game, make the subs, win the game. It's worked. Got to pick up these second balls. Yes, Rice into Bellingham. Oh, he's gone down. And Rodri has caught him. But I don't think it's going to be anything more than a foul. Bellingham wins the free kick. Chance to put a retainer ball into the box. Whatever that means. Just basically percentage ball into the mixer. Whipping in the box. See if someone can win the first header. Although look at how high line that Spain is. See, if you've got Ollie Watkins in the team, I don't think they're that high. That's an embarrassment for Kane, that is. How high that Spanish line is. They're just so confident. You've got to force it back. And there's a foul. I don't know whether that was a foul, but he has given it. Thanks for your follow, Sem. How are you feeling, Mark? Good. Long way to go. I don't think anybody thought it was going to be easy. Nobody said it was easy. No one ever said... Nice ball into Williams, though. Oh, where's Walker? Walker, where are you? He's up against Stones. Walker, where are you? Great tackle by Stones. Great tackle by Stones. Did well. You don't want Williams up against Stones, but Stones did really well. Really timed it to perfection. Great tackle. Great tackle. Imagine if Southgate gets their honorary title after this game, says Lulz. Well, let's see about after the game. Oh, no. What's gone on here? What's wrong with Kyle Walker? He's got to get up. Get up. Is Mainu like Saka for United, Starboy-wise, says it's Louis. What's he done? He slid off the pitch. Tackled the Spanish coach. Hurt his knee. All this passing, tiki-taka will be undone with long ball Pickford to Kane, says Jack. Well, he's back running again. Been a pleasure following the tournament with you, says Rochester. The Five Eyes will always stick together, but my money is on Spain today, says Rochester. Walker's been a clown defender this Euro, says I'm all in. And Spain playing like Man City, nice and controlled, says Fennick. Well, you know, a lot of people have said that, and we have got Mainu, that if Spain are Man City, England need to be Manchester United. We won't have a lot of the ball, but we've got to be, you know, good when we have the ball. Yeah, there might be something in that. FA Cup final time. God. Is there a third place playoff, says Grant? Yeah, it happens after the final. No, there's not. There we go. Long ball, straight to the keeper. Is there anything I'm worried about at the moment? Just look, Spain haven't scored. My concerns at the moment is that we're not looking after the ball. You know, Bellingham's on the left wing at the moment. So I don't like that. Foden centrally, I do like. And I think similar problems. Harry Kane doesn't look right and isn't mobile enough to cause Laporte and Lenormand problems. Another cross into the box, but Mainu gets rid of it. Now, this is where England need to build. Bellingham. And it's a good tackle by Yamal. Yeah, we need to keep hold of the ball better. And we could do with slowing the game down a little bit, to be honest. But if you're going to play, what I would say is, and this is not rocket science, if we're going to play like this and we're going to give Spain 70% possession, then we should have started Ollie Watkins for the outball. It's so obvious. If we're not going to play possession football ourselves, then we should have played Ollie Watkins for the outball. But here we go. Bit of something from Walker. Kyle Walker. Cross comes in. Oh, corner. See, that's better. Turn defence into attack quickly. Rashford would be useful in this sort of game, says James. Yeah. Have you watched him play last season, mate? Robble says, Mark, will you do an Argentina-Colombia watch-along? No. And it wouldn't be a chance to watch Ugarte because he plays for Uruguay. Possibly if England lose, says Robble. Yeah, Uruguay, he doesn't play for either of them teams. Lee Berman's gifted a membership. Spain are playing 4:20 football tonight. Higher than, what's that? Jackie boy, can't say that. Cross comes in. Edge of the box, cleared. Savage says, I liked that quick counter from England. We need more of that. Ball out to Luke Shaw. Thanks for the follow, user 24580. Kevin says it's never coming home. Well, you can't see in the future. Come on, England. Here we go. Luke Shaw, bit of possession. Goes long. Good ball to Shaw. Good pull. Saka, run at Cucurella. Come on. Take him on. Take him on. Quicker than that. The back now. Quicker than that. Come back. Edge of the box. Kobe Mainu. Edge of the box. Nah. Not bad. I think Mainu was the pass. Better from England, though. Luke Shaw. Whip it. Whip it. Cross came in. Bit better from England there. Bit of encouragement. Abhishek says, it's real, everyone. Luke Shaw is playing. Saka. Foden. Oh, just didn't get... Just knocked it out of his feet. And Spain have it back. Just good defending there from Laporte. Johnny says, Luke Shaw is so much better than Trippier. Well, I mean, Trippier's a right back for a start. Look, first 10 minutes, Spain have the ball. Last 10 minutes, England a little bit more in it. Aidan says, thoughts on the Trump attempt? Mate, now is not the time for that sort of thing. Watching a Euros final. I mean, it's a bloody video in itself. That is. 40,000 nearly watching. Please share the video on YouTube and do subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. The Euros final. It all comes down to this. Am I nervous? Well, I'm nervous because I want England to win. Am I bothered about the way we've been playing? As I said before the game, do I expect England to turn up and play good football? No. No, I'm not. I'm quite relaxed about how we're playing because We didn't play well against Slovakia. We didn't play well against Switzerland. We didn't play that well in the second half against the Netherlands. We certainly didn't play well in the group stage. And yet we've managed to stay in the tournament. So I don't think playing well is necessarily the gauge for England. And as we know, we do play better normally when we go behind. So it's very early in this game at the moment. If anything, I think we're setting ourselves up to score first because we are playing quite counter-attacking at the moment. It's a bad cross. Pickford will get hold of that. Somebody just said that Trippier's warming up. Well, that wouldn't be for Shaw, would it? I think Shaw looks like he's okay. I know Walker went down from that tackle, but he had that good run afterwards, so I don't think that's a problem. You wouldn't want Trippier on against Williams. Oh, Ruiz does well into Williams up against Walker. Good double teaming from Saka and Walker there. Trippier is coming on apparently, which would be a worry. England getting a lot of numbers back. Trouble with this for Spain is they'll enjoy this. Probing and probing. Somebody just said he's coming on for Saka. Come on. What if Shaw didn't break his leg? Do you think he would be better? I was in the stadium when Moreno did that tackle. Saw it happen. Really good PSV fan, says Jonas. It was a horrible tackle. I think it's impacted Luke Shaw, but I think he still had a very good career. So who knows what would have happened. Here's Williams down that left-hand side again. That's a wild cross. Oh, he's turned him too easy there, but good tackle by Mainu. Why does Southgate hate Trent, says King Cop? Well, we've got no clarity on whether Trippier is coming on here at the moment. It's obviously not. There's no urgency. I don't think that's going to happen. I can't see. I think it was just a warm up and he sat down. So that's good news. Pickford's going to blast the shit out of this ball for the 50th time in the tournament. There we go. Big, massive, long ball. Will we actually win it? No. Will we win the second ball? Yeah. Not the third ball. Bit of head tennis. Still in the air. And good play there. Morata's lost it though. And England throw in. Golden Lab Boy says, hi Mark, I've said it. If team can keep Yamal and Williams quiet, then it is a problem for Spain. What's your opinion? Yeah, look, I think that if you were Southgate at the moment, you wouldn't be massively bothered because we're not gifting chances at all. And you'd fancy yourself to create something on the break. As I said, I think if we can score first in the way that this game's played at the moment, we're quite well set up defensively anyway. Louis says, do a poll, Rodri versus Rice. You're having a laugh, mate. Here's Yamal into the box, wins a corner. Got to get Mainu in the game, says Ronnie. That's the key. Imagine a Mainu 95th minute winner, says Chilled. Yeah, well, the reason Mainoo's not in the game on the ball is because he's playing so deep. Spain with the cross, headed away. England doing a lot of defensive work at the moment. But here's Saka. Bit of a break. And I think there might be a yellow card for Carvajal. I don't think he is getting a yellow card, actually. I think it should have been a yellow card, but he's not got it. Yeah, I agree with Jad that Mainoo is playing so deep at the moment. I want to win. I want Spain to win, but jokes aside, are you nervous, says Jay? Yeah, I mean, I am nervous because, for my kids, it's a massive thing. They love football, and, I know what it's like when, you mess up tournaments when you're a kid, not you personally. So I'd love... I'm not a selfish person, so I'd love for my kids for them to win it. But, selfishly, I'd love to win it as well. So, here's Luke Shaw. Oh, it's cleared away. Yeah, so, selfishly, I'd love to win it. So, I am nervous because, it's easy to be critical in the semi-final. It's easy to be critical in the group stage. But when it's the final, you're just like... What's the point in being critical? Because we know that you can win the game playing badly. So just bloody win the game. Harry Kane's going to get booked. I don't know what Harry Kane did there, but Harry Kane's just got himself booked. Let's have a look. Ooh, he did follow through a little bit there. He seemed to lift his foot up as well. Could get a red for that in the Prem. I'll tell you what, Luke Shaw was a little bit unlucky there. He could have maybe won a penalty. That was a good tackle by Carvajal. 25 minutes gone, though. And, I mean, look, this is what I mean. England, we're always going to be a dangerous team on the attack. If England win, do they become the new golden generation, says Michael? Well, I think they become more than that. It's not a red, Fennec. It's one thing subbing Harry Kane, but we can't sub him if he gets sent off. He's not going to get sent off. But it was a bit of a reckless tackle in a final. Mark, choose one. England win the Euros or Man United win the Prem? Messi, it is the easiest thing in the world. Man United every bloody time. I like watching the Euros and I like England, but club over country, easy. I think there was a time when I was younger, I might have said different. Man United were winning the Premier League all the time, and I might have liked the novelty of England winning a World Cup or a Euros, but, as things are now. Shaw playing brilliant, says Singer. Bit of, you know what? Unfortunately, not a very good final so far either. 27 minutes. One team playing, trying to score. The other one not really getting going yet. Here's Yamal. Guehi clears it. It's a bit trash, says someone in the chat. Straight at Pickford with a shot. Kev says you're so far behind, Mark. I don't think I'm far behind at all, mate. I think it's the same as every other stream. You're probably... And it's also YouTube, so... That's why we have a timer. If you want to pause, sync. If you don't. Luke Shaw is quality enough to take a shot, says Teddy. Dino, thanks for the follow, and Suzu as well. Some people already saying take Kane off. Fennick, remember him? Got a few reds in his day, says Kenneth. A little bit past my... I do remember him. I don't remember him playing for England. Terry Fennick. That would be Kenny Sansom era. That was a little bit before me. Bellingham winning a good header here, high up the pitch. But throw in to Espana. Why doesn't my gambling provider offer a double red bet? I feel like a double red is incoming this game, says Jack. And Dane Jane official says, hi Mark, even though I'm Irish and would prefer if England don't win, it's great to see Mainu playing a big part for England from a United perspective. I was saying this on the United stand. I mean, if England managed to win this, imagine what that does to people like Jude Bellingham and Kobe Mainu, even the likes of Saka and that, you know, to know that they've won a major tournament with their country. Confidence-wise, it's just, it's massive, isn't it? But England doing a little bit better here. More of the ball. But Harry Kane losing it. He's so far off the pace, isn't he? He is just so far off the pace of the game again so far. I mean, he picks the ball up there and we lose it. Morata's not playing that well for them, though. Mark, have you ever thought about becoming a commentator? Says Sid. Well, I suppose in a way we sort of do that, don't we? Oh, well played, Declan Rice. He's going to... Oh, yeah. Oh, he's booking Danny Olmo. I do not know what that's all about. This referee's a bit shit. I'll have to see that again. I mean, it certainly was not on par. I mean, Harry Kane's sticking his fucking nose in here. Oh, yeah, to be fair, referee's got it right. Got it right. Didn't look like it was a yellow card, but very similar to Harry Kane, that. So, yeah, yellow card. Very good decision. If you're going to give it to Kane, you're going to give it to that. Fair. We probably didn't get to see that in real time. Referee did. Good decision. But why? I don't know what I think Harry Kane was there saying, should that be a red? I mean, the intelligence of the guy is just off the planet, isn't it? Literally just done the same tackle himself. England knows that goalkeeper is mid. They're holding out for penalties for sure, while Spain are actually trying to win, says Owen. And Gomez is warming up now. I don't know why we're warming up all these fullbacks. I mean, I don't even know where Gomez would be playing. Maybe he would play where Rice is. I don't know. Hi, Mark. Is it true that England could sign Jose Mourinho as England manager? And do you think England would play differently? No. Golden Lad Boys, he's just become the manager of Fenerbahce. So I don't think that's the case at all. And whenever I see someone bouncing the ball on their head, I just remember that moment Richarlison did it against United, says Jackie Boy. Thank you. Show says, Fabian Ruiz, Williams or Yamal, who would you take for United? You'd take Yamal, wouldn't you? He's the guy that's going to be worth the most. Show. Bit start at the moment. I'll tell you what, if England could get the first goal in this game, I think it'd be very interesting, because Spain, for all their possession... this deep line we've been playing has been very effective. What's going on here now? Phil Foden. It's very, very stop-start here at the moment, this game. Kane trying to get Danny Olmo sent off to improve his golden boot chances, says Jurgen Klopp. As dull as this first half has been, we've kept the best team of the tournament to a couple of shots. We've been boring but effective, says James. Hey, we said it before the game. If we're still in the game 70 minutes and you can bring on Watkins or Palmer, that's when the game could get very interesting. You know, maybe that's the plan. Maybe the plan is just stay in the game 60, 70 minutes, frustrate Spain, and then make those changes. I mean, Morata is not the sort of striker that's going to worry Guehi and Stones. And if we, like somebody said, if you can keep Yamal and good play by John Stones, if you can keep Yamal and Williams quiet, I certainly think that Stones and Guehi can keep Morata quiet. Right, corner for Spain here. We've been good in the air. And we've been good in the air there. Another corner. Oh, I tell you what, Declan Rice there needs to be a little bit careful. You won't get a penalty given for that, but he is taking him down to the ground without any eyes on the ball. So you've got to be very, very careful doing something like that. I knew people in the chat would be saying penalty, which is why I discussed it. But you're not going to get a penalty like that unless you're wearing a light blue shirt in the Premier League, in which case you might get it. Spain with the corner. Edge of the box. Oh, what we doing? Good block, Kane. Well done, Mainu. Well done, Dani Olmo. Bit of a up in tempo here. England have got the shape back again. Watkin needs to come on, says Dark. Yeah, I think that will happen. I think that will happen around the 70 minutes anyway. I just don't... Harry Kane doesn't justify a starting spot for me, let alone 90 minutes with a yellow card on this performance. So I think Watkins will be coming on in the second half. Williams cross, that'll go for a goal kick. Could be 10v10 in the Premier League now, says Jack. Thanks everyone who's tuning in. Make sure you subscribe, bottom right hand corner. If you're on YouTube, we are getting very close to 223,000. We're only 50 away. Thanks for all the follows. Mary and Sprite Cran and Tanny on TikTok. Legends, appreciate that. I wouldn't be concerned if I was England too much at the moment. The chances that Spain are creating are not enough to write home about. Defensively set up quite well. Not had a lot of the ball, but our defensive shape is good. Here's Williams on the right. Looks like they might be... No, they haven't swapped sides because Yamal's on the right as well. I did say this though. I don't want to be like a Mr. Know-It-All, but I did say if we don't have the ball, we don't want it to become a back five, and it has become a back five for a lot of this half. Yamal slips on the edge. And that's a good tackle. Here's Yamal again. And now Bellingham goes past Rodri, but they wins it back. Cross into the box, another bad one. They're not doing it. You know what? I know it's frustrating, but they're not really doing anything. And people are saying it's a boring game, but that's not necessarily going to be a problem for us if we win. Possession-wise, 72% to 28%. But look at that. One shot on target in the whole game. Stay positive, England fans. We're still in this game. It was never going to be. It was never going to be pretty. Jokers says Kane slows England down. Bring on Watkins. Averill, thanks for your super chat. Only takes one good play in the attack, and there'll be more space to attack Spain than with us, because they're not throwing as many numbers back as we are. Marvin says 28% possession is terrible. Well, it is terrible, Marvin. It's embarrassing. I think we would all agree with that. But it's obviously the tactics we've set out. And if we're gonna lift this tournament, we're gonna do a Greece 2004. Let's be clear. We're not winning this tournament playing good football. We're winning this tournament. I mean, there's not going to be many highlights. Let's put it that way. Now we've got to be careful here because John Stones is out of position. But there's still plenty of numbers back. Now it's Yamal into Williams. We've got our numbers back now. Good. There's a good run forward by John Stones, to be fair. Got a little bit lucky, but the numbers were there covering. Nice ball out to Williams there. He's switched to the right. Anyone notice Kane is literally refusing to jump? He's not looked right all tournament. Nicholas, thanks for your follow on TikTok. He's not looked good all tournament, has he, Kane? He's not looked fit all tournament. Here we go. Bit of a break. Declan Rice. Harry Kane, get rid of the ball. Yeah, nice. Bellingham. What's the point with Pickford blasting the ball, says NAU? Don't really know. That's a good ball by Kane to Saka. We're going to get the overlap from Walker if he times it. No, he ignored it. I think he should have played it. Oh, Mainu with a very rare pass. Misplaced pass, sorry. So it's like a game of chess, this game. It's unfortunately it's not what Tull. It's not going to be a classic. That was a well-timed audio clip there, wasn't it? To be fair. This is bollocks. Yeah, it's a game of chess. Thanks for the follow, Ronan. Kanye says Kane is in all the wrong positions for the chances, and Averill says forgot to type the message, but England looking the most likely team to score here. We're building half-decent chances. Well, I like that, but here's Morata. Good play by Guehi, and that's another corner given. But this is the thing about England. You know, you look at England and you don't have a player in any position that we don't. When I look at England, there's no position where I go, oh, we're really unlucky we don't have a left back or we don't have a right back. We've got options in every place. I look at Spain and I go, Morata's okay, but imagine what they'd be like with a really good striker. Like, they don't even have the depth of quality that we have. Another corner for Spain. Headed away well. Mainu just needs to get rid of that. Goal kick, well done. Did his job. Another big kick by Pickford. I mean, I'm just going to observe it. Why? And write it down. Big Pickford kicks. It's so unusual to see, you know. Hold on a minute. Bellingham into Kane. Get the shot off. Blocked. Look at the pace of Kyle Walker there, though. Wins the free kick as well. Look at the pace of Kyle Walker there. Fantastic. And that was a foul. I don't think Harry Kane can do anything there. It's a really good block by Rodri. Risking Kane on a yellow. Good excuse to bring him off, says IQ. Yeah, I mean, let's see what happens with this free kick, and then I might come back to that point I was going to make. Laporte might be in a bit of problem here. I'll make it now. It's really odd. I mean, it won't matter if we win the tournament, so it really won't matter. But I'm amazed, actually, in the modern game, just how much we kick the ball long. Like that goal kick from Pickford there, kicking the ball long. It's such a rare thing to see, isn't it, in the modern game? Your goalkeeper just kicking a goal kick. It's like something I grew up in the 80s where you'd go to a football match and everyone would go, oh, you're shit. That's what they used to do to goalkeepers who used to kick the ball. Everyone plays out from the back. But Southgate obviously wants to transition from defence to attack quickly, even if it's a 50-50. Oh, Foden on the back post there. I would say he probably should do better. You know, for some reason I didn't react to that chance as well as I think I should have done. I mean, it's difficult. It is difficult. Let's see. It's built into me. No, that's difficult. I thought he was more central and not stretching, and that's a difficult chance. That's a difficult chance for Foden. He's at stretch. He's on a different angle. Yeah, goal kick. Looking at the Spain team, the only one that would get in the starting lineup in the England team is Rodri, says Albert. And I'm loving the battle between Carvajal and Bellingham, says Jurgen. Do you think Jude would win Ballon d'Or if England win today, says Chris? I think he'd have to be a major consideration. I mean, Vinicius Junior has been considered, hasn't he? But Brazil didn't do that well in the Copa America. So, I mean, look, hold your horses. If Argentina win the Copa America, they'll probably give it to Messi again, won't they? Have a stretch, Mark, says Brian. Yeah. We're just about at the end of this half. There's only about 10 seconds to go. I don't think Spain are going to get to do anything here. So, yeah, it's going to be half time. And the referee ends it there. I mean, what are your thoughts, everybody? Half time. 0-0. Thoughts on that half? It becomes a 45-minute shot lottery now. Honest thoughts from me? I'm quite relaxed, actually. I think there'll be a lot of people falling into similar traps that I would have fallen into in the semi-final and the quarter-final. I'll give you two scenarios here, right? First scenario. What is this shit? We have got some of the best players in the world. It's embarrassing to play football like that. It's an absolute joke how you've got players of that talent playing like that. Why are we kicking the ball long from the goalkeeper? Why can't we retain possession? Why are we humiliating ourselves in front of the world with 31% possession in a final? Why are we acting like Stoke playing Man City? Why are we boring everybody? You know, why are we doing the same things we've always done? And you've got every right to say all of that. But I would say, have we not done this in a different way throughout the whole tournament? We haven't played good football throughout the whole tournament. If you establish that England play shit, you will set yourself free. The only thing that matters is the result. We were crap in the group stage. We were crap in the knockout stage. And we've not been that good in that half. But how many clear-cut chances have Spain created? Our defence has been quite good all tournament. It only takes one chance. And if we score first, what are Spain going to do to create those chances? Because they can't do it anyway. So we are looking at doing what Greece did in 2004 with much better players. We are looking at scamming this tournament, whatever you want to call it, and we're still on track for doing that. All that will matter is England win this game. And at the moment, for all the negativity, what's the score? If we were losing 1-0 and it's full time, oh, get ready. I will go mad. I will say Southgate and those players have just fucked up another big chance to bring it home by playing negative football. We've played too negative for me. I think we should have been more on the front foot. I think we've given up too much of the ball. And I think there are opportunities for us to attack them. I don't know why we've sat in so deep. If I'm being completely honest, I don't know why we've sat in so deep, because Morata isn't mobile and Walker and Shaw are doing a good job on their wingers. So why can't we press higher up the pitch? I don't know why it is we're sitting in, because they're not really. If they had Erling Haaland up front, I'd understand it, but I don't see why we're doing that. I also think the big thing, which will hopefully change very quickly in the second half, is that we're a better team if we've got someone mobile up front. Harry Kane is on a yellow card, is really off the pace, and if you bring Ollie Watkins on, the chances of winning this game go through the bloody roof. We need to get Watkins on, or Tony, but we need to get one of them on, because their mobility will make Laporte and Lenormand worry. Harry Kane is a passenger, and we need to take him off. But the positive is that it's highly likely, even if we wait to the 70th minute, we will probably still be in this game. I don't know what Spain are going to do to score. And when they do, if they do score, I don't know how they're going to score the second goal, because defensively we've looked quite good. England has never produced technical players who are good at counter-pressing. England players are good without the ball than with the ball, says NL. Lee Cape Town says, hi Mark and everyone. To be brutally honest, Kane is the downfall in this whole England team. He makes them bad going forward. You need Ollie Watkins' pace. Thank you very much. Says Lee. Is it just me? I feel Kane is unaware what his role is, says Mud. Messi for Ballon d'Or, Messi for US President, says John. England's first chance on target was that shot from Foden, says Druv. And Jurgen Klopp, loving the battle. We've done that one. Well, look. Basically 70% possession for Spain, but one shot on target each, and that's what I'm talking about. It's defense against attack, but our defense is keeping them very quiet at the moment. And you've got to acknowledge that Walker and Shaw, as I said before the game, are very, very good fullbacks against pace, and that is nullifying the threat of Spain, because Morata is not a problem for someone like John Stones and Guehi. So the fullbacks, we're nullifying their front three. They're winning the midfield battle. Look at the possession. The possession of Spain is coming from their midfield. Ruiz, Olmo and Rodri are beating our midfield. They are. But defensively, our back four is playing very well. So as long as that continues, you're just hoping for that moment on the break. But look, what I will say is 2004, Greece won the Euros. 2024, England win the Euros. We will know we didn't play that well, but will we give a shit? Like, I think I'm past all that now. Everything I've ever said and everything you've ever said about England in this tournament and England under Southgate will be true. If we win this tournament, Gareth Southgate can't sit there and say, I played amazing football and I was treated unfairly. But what he can say is, I'm the first guy to win a major tournament in, in however many years. And I suppose it's an experiment, really, because it's, I don't think Southgate's a good coach. I don't think he thinks he's a good coach. But if you give they're good players. Southgate wouldn't be able to do this with Georgia because they don't have the players. Thoughts? What are you thinking about the match?
Good so far.
Yeah?
But we need to score a goal.
Would you take Kane off?
He's playing good for now.
Get him off. You have banged your head. Seb played in a tournament this afternoon and he did get the ball in his head. And I think he might be slightly concussed if he thinks that we need to keep Harry Kane on. Get a Southgate tattoo if England wins, marks as Oak. I don't need to do. I don't need to play the suspicious game. I've been very confident throughout. You know I have, and I'm still very confident. So I'm not. You know what? I think there's a lot of people like me, and there's a lot of people not like me. I think there's a lot of people who are pissed off with the way we're playing because they're still craving a win with good football. And look, imagine if you're in the ground. I mean, I hope they're at peace like we are. I'm long past thinking we're going to play good football. I'm just like, win. Just win the game. So that's all I'm thinking about here. I'm not in any way, shape or form encouraging or praising the way that we've played. It's been shit. And there's a pride thing there. You don't want to say we've been embarrassingly crap, but we have. But we've been good defensively. We've been like Stoke. But I'm not expecting, I'm not bothered about that now. Winning, playing well is the dream. I'm now talking about winning. And it's 0-0. And I guarantee every pundit on the TV in whatever country you're saying will be saying exactly what I'm saying. England are defending well. They need to do more going forward. Spain have dominated the ball. If Spain had been England and England were Spain, we'd all be saying Spain just don't want to play. They're just parking the bus. They're just hoping for a counter-attack or a set piece or something like that. We're the only ones trying to win this game. And you'd be frustrated. But at the end of the day, they've got to put the ball in the back of the net. Account CB says 2 more years of this. Mate, tell me about it. It's embarrassing, really, but that's just the way we're at with it. We have got, how long have we got until the start? Right, I'm just going to quick take a toilet break. 1 minute. Speak among yourselves. There's no point going into the second half needing a piss. Absolutely none. England has suffocated each team on the way to the final. It's boring but effective, says Chris. Hey, mate, it's a risk. I'm not going to lie, it's a risk. We all know what happens if we lose. If we lose, we get absolutely rinsed. And I don't think there'll be any appetite for Southgate from any England fan if we lose this game. If we win, you're heroes. It's very much Greece 2004. And maybe we should be playing, well, there's no maybe about it. We should be playing better with the likes of Foden and that. We should be coached better. We should play a better brand of football, 100%. But if we win, it won't really matter because we'll have won a major tournament for the first time and we're an hour away from doing that. If we lose, you get absolute pelters because we've been shit all tournament and we've been shit in the final. So it's an absolute risk. We were 40 seconds from going out against Slovakia. You know, we were 20 seconds from extra time against the Netherlands. We was penalties against Switzerland. Like, it's been a risk. We're rolling the dice every single game. And at some point, some might say that luck's going to run out. But others would say, we're just going to keep doing it. And if we keep doing it, everything will be fine. If we don't do it, then I think all the criticism that's going on in the chat is absolutely relevant. But at the moment, we're still in this game. And I think if we score the first goal, you know, like when we scored against Denmark and we went defensive, we're already defensive. So if we can score, we already know we can stop them scoring. So the first goal is massive. 1966 is remembered by one bit of commentary. They think it's all over and not the style of play of that team. Winning will be all we remember, says James. Kane will stay on as Southgate fears penalty, says Aaron. Well, he took him off against Switzerland. He took him off against the Netherlands. England, thank you very much for that. Southgate plays like Mourinho did with Tottenham against City 2020, kind of like they can take the ball with them. I'm going to take the trophy, says Florian. Why do you say Southgate out? England's second most successful manager when the golden generation could only dream of reaching 2 finals, says Thomas. Because I think that we should be winning these tournaments. We should be playing better football. And we shouldn't be frustrating and annoying the nation with this style of football. So, you know, that's my opinion. But as I've just said, if he wins a tournament, he's done something that nobody's ever done. We're all entitled to our opinion. If you're happy for this to keep happening every 2 years, maybe we'll win the World Cup after this. I just don't like it. I think it's embarrassing, really. But if it's effective, it's effective. I wonder if Bellingham should go more central, add some pace. I think this is a great point by BG. That there's absolutely no doubt that this game we're not really playing 2 central 10s. Bellingham is definitely wandering more to the left. Also, get Southgate. I'm not doing that. Not doing that. Thanks for all the follows as well on TikTok. Absolute legends. Mogran as well as Joey. Absolute legends. Thanks everyone who's tuning in. Hope you're still feeling confident. Hope you're supporting England. But if you're not, maybe you're feeling confident anyway. We're getting close to 224,000 subscribers on YouTube. Bottom right hand corner to subscribe. Get involved. Thank you everyone for tuning in. We've got 45 minutes here. We may have another half an hour and we may have penalties. This could be a 1-0. Look, history is about to be written one way or the other. This tournament is coming to a close in 45 minutes, or it's going to extra time. It could be Spain, it could be England, but it will be written on that trophy, and you know, nothing will be written about being 40 seconds away from going out against Slovakia. Nothing will be written about Germany being unlucky to play Spain in the quarterfinal because it should have been the final. It will just say Euros winner 2024. And that's basically all we need to focus on. Can we find a way to do it? Rodri off for Spain is massive. I didn't know that. He did twist his ankle, didn't he? Wow, that could be it. That could be it. Zubimendi comes on, but he ain't Rodri. Get Watkins on and win it, says Tom Smith. This, you know, the footballing gods work in very odd ways. Rodri off, it's now or never. 100%. 100%. Written in the stars. This is massive. Zubimendi's a good player, but Rodri is the best holding midfielder in the world. If England don't see that and think, bloody hell. I mean, the only thing I will say is, if I see that as a manager, I'm like, let's go on the front foot. But if we're still going to sit back, they might get off the hook a little bit. Surely we've got to go for it a bit. I would have took Kane off for Watkins, says Alfie. Yeah, we will do at some point. 70 minutes, I reckon. Look, Zubimendi is good. Cheers, Mark, says Dave. Zubimendi is good, but he ain't Rodri. That's big news. If you're just tuning back in, England are playing 0-0 here. They've not had a lot of possession, as you can see, 69 possession. But 69 can be a good number. And Rodri has gone off for Spain, which is huge. I think he's their captain anyway, isn't he? Surely, must be the captain. I don't know who the captain is for Spain. No, it's Morata. Morata's their captain. Oh well, he's still a massively influential player. Rodri scared of Mainu again, says David. Well, let's see if we go on the front foot a little bit more now. Here's Yamal. Oh no, Williams! Oh, it's easy! It's bloody easy! What are we doing? Bloody hell, that defence there, where is it? What's the defence doing there? What you been doing at half time? Sucking on a bloody orange? Oh, you absolute prats. You absolute prats. What a bunch of wallies. Why would you do that? Why would you let that happen at the start of the second half? You absolute wallies. Why is Yamal cutting in? Where's Kyle Walker and bloody Harry Maguire? Not Harry Maguire. Why have Shaw and Walker gone to sleep? Both of them. Shaw loses Yamal and Walker loses Williams. They're nowhere to be seen. They're totally out of position. They're lost like Joey Essex in a library. What a joke. I mean, it's a great finish by Williams, but bloody hell, talk about switching off. Prats. Oh, it makes you want to throw up. It makes you want to throw up. And here's this bloody goal kick again. Look. I'll tell you what. If we don't win this game, I'm going to lose my shit about Pickford long kicks. I just don't understand them. I do not understand them. I don't understand it. Oh, for fuck's sake. All that shit I was talking about at half time. All that crap at half time about, you know, we haven't got any possession, but we're still in the game. We're defending really well. And it only takes a moment. It only takes a moment. We've kept Yamal and Williams really quiet. Only me. Bloody idiots. They're in again here. William, what are we doing? Oh, for fuck's sake. It should have been 2. This is incredible from England. We're suddenly wide open. This is... I don't know what we're doing here. I don't get it. Walker leaves his man. Luke Shaw lost Yamal as well. Yamal made a really intelligent move on Luke Shaw and he had that yard on him. Cutting inside. Always show him on the outside. My jinx works, says Nigel. Walker leaves his man, says the Inquisition. Alan Shearer just called England a moments team. He must watch your videos, says Baggers. We have Spain exactly where we want them, says the 6-foot Asian. Yeah, I think that was before the goal, unfortunately. 1-0 England, you arrogant English prats can swivel. I don't think there's any arrogance, mate. There's hope. I don't think there's been any arrogance in our team, in our fan base. Far from it. I think we've been very realistic. Where's Wan-Bissaka, says BB. Hannah says score some goals. We need them now. I'm all in, says imagine the Greece coach with this England team. Rodri off. The stars are aligned for England, says Nigel. This is it. If they don't win, the England team are super prats. That was obviously before the goal as well. Ah, bloody hell. Anyway, look, we've done well in this tournament when we've gone behind. Great, it was a good goal. And if I wasn't an England fan, I'd say it's exactly what the game needs. The team with the most possession scoring a goal. But absolute prats. Oh, dear, dear, dear. Dear, oh, dear. Here's Saka down the right-hand side. Into Rice. Come on. The thing is, we do tend to freestyle. Fernando says teams that park the bus don't deserve trophies. Ashton says you jinxed it when you said we need to be like United. Here's Mainu. Into Rice. Look, we've got to play football now. In some ways, when we concede, it's probably a good thing because we have to attack. He's got to take Kane off. Kane off now. Simple. He's got to go. He's got to do it. You know, you can't. We're not playing Switzerland. We're not playing the Netherlands. We're still playing a team that's got Yamal and Williams in it. They will still attack. So we're not playing a team that's going to park the bus. Every team that's gone ahead of us, Denmark, Slovenia, did they score against the Slovakia? Netherlands, Switzerland. Every team that's gone ahead of us has parked the bus afterwards. Spain will not park the bus, and they have got players that can attack. So make the bloody changes now. Right now. Look, we already know if we don't win this tournament, a lot of it will come down to the fact that Southgate wouldn't drop Harry Kane. Like, we already know that. But you've still got a chance to change this game. Oh, look at this. Look at this again. John Stones is going to get booked. Got to lift your heads up. Got to lift your heads up. Southgate Masterclass, says David. No, it's not meant to be like this. This is not meant to be like this. This is not meant to happen. You can't lose 2 bloody Euros in a final. You absolute prat. Come on. You've got 40 minutes. 40 bloody minutes. Get me on a bloody Zoom call. I'll do it. You need a bit of inspiration here. Wells says, it's still been moments, FC. We love the pressure is what makes diamonds, says Jack. It's a good goal by Spain. And it's probably... I wouldn't say it's what they deserve because we defended well against them in the first half. But we just switched off. It's hard to defend like that. Mourinho would be the first person to tell you, you know, defending is an art. And if you switch off, the whole system comes down. And we just switched off right at the start. Spain were very clever. Morata was greedy there. Thank God. Yeah, we switched off. Start of the second half can be a dangerous time. United fans will tell you that. I think we switched off. I think we came out from the first half. Felt confident. Saw Rodri. Felt even more confident. And then just switched off and Spain went straight for the throat. We probably thought Spain were going to take a little bit of time to get used to not having Rodri, and they didn't. Oh, Jesus Christ. Look, if I'm being honest, let's stay positive because I expected this. Oh, Morata! John Stones. Fucking hell, we're living dangerously here. That's another good chance for Spain. Well done, Bellingham. It's another good chance for Spain there. Morata really probably should do a bit better, but that's good play by Bellingham. Fair play. Rod Hull will be turning in his grave, says Hannah. What's Rod Hull got to do with it? Oh, Williams from distance. Thing is, we've got to open up a little bit now. And when you open up a little bit, you give Spain a little bit more space. Get rid of Southgate, bring Klopp in, says Mr. Meow. Thanks everyone who's tuning in. Thanks for the follows. Idek on TikTok and T, absolute legend. Who do I think is going to win, Dara? Look, I'm not writing it off. I said I'm not going to make any big statements. It's a final. I'm English. You have to retain hope. You have to retain belief. We've done things in this tournament that we probably didn't deserve. There's 40 minutes to go. I'm not going to write it off yet. But I think he's got to make changes because Spain are getting more chances. And honestly, if I was giving player ratings at the moment, and we never spoke about that at half-time, Pickford 6, Stone 6, Guehi 6, Shaw, Walker 6. Harry Kane's miles offside there. I thought he was offside, Kane. You know, Mainu and Rice probably a 6. And then into the attacking positions, you'd probably be saying Saka 5, Bellingham 5, Foden 5, Kane 4. And look, just because we conceded a goal, I still think that the defenders and the holding midfielders have done okay. Bellingham's not been in the game. Foden's not been in the game. Saka's not. This is the sub. This is the sub. Watkins has got to make it. He's right. He's actually right. He's right to make that change. It's very early, but he's right to do it. Absolutely right. He's got to do it. Assuming he's taken off Harry Kane. But he's got to do it. I mean, look, his over-reliance on Kane could have been his downfall in this tournament. But if he makes the change and it works, I'd be looking at Cole Palmer as well. In the next 10 minutes, I'd be looking at Cole Palmer for Foden or Bellingham. Probably Foden. England can't keep the ball, says Tom B. We're in a dangerous 10 minutes here. We've got to score next. We've got to score next and go back to what we were doing well. If we don't score next, it'll be over. Do you think Harry Kane's done? What do you think Harry Kane's done? I don't think he's done. I think he had a bad injury before at the end of the season that a lot of people don't realise because he plays in Germany now. If he'd have been playing at Spurs, they would have been, oh, is he going to make it in time for the tournament? He had a bad injury and he is nowhere near fit. And on top of that, Kane doesn't suit the system. Luke Shaw's played well. Look, Luke Shaw's played well. Kyle Walker's played well. They just switched off, both of them. Walker, I don't know where Walker was on that Williams goal. And Walker's mistake was worse. Luke Shaw just let Yamal get on his inside. Here we go. Foden. That wasn't a bad cross. That's just... Foden's furious with Kane there. He's looking at that and he's saying, that's what happens when I'm playing with Harry Kane, who's slow. Southgate's probably taking Pickford off, says Paul. Well, I presume he's taking Kane off. He might go to a front two. You never know. You never know. You never know what he might do. It is a sub. It is Harry Kane. It's the right sub. I'll applaud that. It's the right sub. You know, I'm Southgate's biggest critic at times. And his football's shit. But that is the right sub. It's early. And it's right. It's right. He's right to do it. You know, this is what I mean. It's the right thing to do, and it's definitely the right time to do it. Interesting thing will be if Spain sit in a bit. Here's Mainu. He loves to play. Let him play. But Bellingham, get Cole Palmer on next. England having a little bit of attack here. I'll tell you what, if Spain start to sit in, we'll score. Go on, whip it, Luke. Whip it. Whip it, Luke. Whip it, Luke. Whip it. Oh, gone back. Who comes off for Cole Palmer? Yeah. Unfortunately, it might be Mainu. He might put Bellingham deeper and just play Palmer with Foden, but I would never take Mainu off. That's a free kick. Harry Kane is the player of the tournament, in my opinion, says Gareth Southgate. Come on, England. Come on. This ain't a fucking friendly against Iceland. This is the Euros final. These are generational games. These don't come around very often. Don't go silently into the night with a whimper. Stand up and fight. Let your voice be heard. Lift that head up. You know, the other night, I was playing pool with my mate. Came over from Ireland. We were playing pool, first to 10. I was 9-6 down. Pool's like a shorter form of snooker. I was 9-6 down. He had it in the bag. I won 10-9. I never put any pressure on. I was like, win the next frame. Right, now win the next frame. Nothing's impossible. It's a mentality thing. Win the next 10 minutes. Get control of the game. Start creating chances. We build. That is what we do. We can still do this. Look at Pickford again, hitting long balls to Foden. Who actually ends up winning it. Maybe that's the master plan. Lovely play by Bellingham. Oh, Bellingham. That was lovely. That was fantastic. That was fantastic. It wasn't close with the shot, but he had so many players around him. The strength. That's what it's all about. Thanks for the follow, Noah. Come on. Come on. We can do this. We can do this. Thanks for the follow, Marcus, Tim, Noah, Amir, Valencia. I'm actually on the road to 1 million on TikTok, so thanks for all the follows. Get Watkins in behind. Oh, he nearly was in behind. Nearly was in behind. That's the ball. That's the ball that you can't play to Harry Kane. Ladies and gentlemen. Thanks everyone who's watching on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. Bottom right hand corner. 25 minutes of this Euros tournament left. Unless we can force extra time. Alcaraz won Wimbledon. Yeah. But you know what? Alcaraz, who's Spanish, winning Wimbledon doesn't mean that Spain are going to win this. Because guess what? I played fucking dominoes with Juan from down the road last night. And I'm English and he's Spanish and I won. Don't mean nothing. Means nothing. Too bad this isn't pull with your mates, says way out here. Kane took the sub surprisingly well. Wasn't unhappy, says craziest. That's a lovely ball in to Yamal. And it's a big save by Pickford. Bloody hell. 3 big chances since they've gone 1-0 up. We're living on the bloody edge here. We don't have anything at the moment. Harry Kane is the player who've done that one. Jockey FC, says Jay. Cucurella's favourite song must be Push It by Salt and Pepper because all he does is shove English players, says Jack. Commentators said Bellingham just asked for subs, says Louis. Media have memories like goddamn goldfish. Never forget how easy every single run to these semis and finals have been. That was from Sack. Oh, God. You know what the scary thing is? Yazabel's coming on here, and they're taking off Morata, which I think is quite clever, actually, because I think Morata's not been that good. You know what the worrying thing is? And I've not really wanted to say it. If we lose this game, we've lost the last 2 Euros finals. Now, some might say, well, that's good to be in 2 Euros finals. I would say one of them was a home tournament against Italy. And this one, we've scammed our way to the final and been embarrassed. I don't see any reason to think that we're sleeping giants or that we're getting any better. How do you lose? We can't. There's got to be a way back. There's got to be a twist in this story. You can't lose 2 finals in a row. Come on, Spain, do it for Juan and the domino game, says Parker. Spain beat Germany, France, Italy. We beat the Netherlands and we don't deserve it, says T-Money. Get Trent on. The lad can find the onion bag, says Jurgen Klopp. Look at what Foden and Bellingham can do when Kane isn't taking up their positions, says Jack. I'm just a little bit worried that Spain might score the third here. Second. Look, it's one thing coming back against teams that aren't that good. Slovakia. But we're up against a very good team here. I mean, these beat the fucking hosts in the quarterfinal. Corner to Spain. Danny Olmo. Back post. Put a challenge in. Pickford punches away. It's hard, you know. It's hard, though, because you're up against the system. What a cross. Good defending. Oh, that's well over the bar. I mean, they've had a lot more shots on target in the second half. Please do subscribe if you're on YouTube. We are very close to 225,000. We're only 100 away. Thanks everyone who's tuned in. I mean, I'm talking in general. Here he goes. Cole Palmer. Oh, fuck off. It's always bloody Mainu, isn't it? Always Mainu. I predicted that 10 minutes ago. He'll put Bellingham back in the midfield and he'll take Mainu off. Go on, Watkins. Oh, good tackle. Go on, Saka. Oh. The thing that frustrates me about the Mainu substitution is that throughout the whole tournament, since he's been playing, he's been our best player. And Bellingham doesn't want to play as a holding midfielder. But instead of taking Bellingham off and keeping Mainu on, he brings Mainu off and puts Bellingham back into the midfield. Bellingham doesn't want to play there. Palmer needs to come on, though. Palmer needs to come on. Mainu and Foden are the two worst players on the pitch. You're not being honest or don't know much about football, says Sebi. We need a proper winger on the left wing, says the wheelbarrow. Yeah, Anthony Gordon should have gone on holiday. Saka's done nothing all game, says Ghosty. And Jonas says, I understand you as English want to win, but to be fair, Spain deserve to win. Mate, Jonas... apparently England's XG in the second half is 0.04, which is horrific, by the way. I said before the game, I said it on the podcast this week, if you are about football, Spain deserve to win it. If you know, for football, Spain deserves to win this tournament. But my team hasn't won a major tournament since 1966. I can't sit here as an English person and say I hope Spain win. That would be stupid. So Saka's onside here. Come on, Saka. We're surely going to create a chance at some point. Oh, it's behind Bellingham. Hit it, Palmer. Goal! Get in! 1-1. He's done it from the bench. Cole Palmer. What a bloody goal that is. Straight in. England are at 1-1. And I tell you what, this is what I mean. Do not give in. Do not sit down. This team, for some reason, defies logic. Absolutely brilliant. How's he scored that from there? Absolutely magnificent. Another substitute. Another big goal. And Cole Palmer has absolutely got England back into the game. And it's a very good goal. I was literally just saying at some point, surely we will create a chance. And it's Saka who just holds it off. Gives it to Bellingham. Lovely layoff. And that finish is absolute. This is why he should be starting. Absolutely brilliant. In a Euros final. Absolutely brilliant. That is brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. England are back in it. What a fucking goal that is. And Bellingham got the assist. Well, I mean, your mind's thinking one thing, and now you're thinking momentum. I mean, what do you do? What do you do now with 15 minutes to go? What are we doing? Are we sitting back a bit? Are we going for it? I don't know. This next 10 minutes is going to be massive. Make sure you follow. Give us a subscribe. Thanks for the follow. Gnome. Look, there's space out there. There is space out there. We've got a bit of momentum. It's back with Saka again. Past Cucurella. Whoa. I need a beer. I was literally just saying... Oh. I was hating on him. I've never hated on Cole Palmer. You know, you can have one of those. Get out with your toxic Sunday. You got work tomorrow, have you? Shut up, twat. Love your streams, Mark. Keep at it, Joshua. Mark, you forget how much we miss Calvin Phillips. Maiden, we've done that from Sebi as well. Thank you very much. Look, all tournament, we go 1-0 down and we suddenly start playing well. It's weird, but don't... I said, this story is not going to be written like this. We're not going to lose 2 Euro finals in a row. Surely we're not going to do that. I also said Spain don't really put teams to bed. Think about that save by Pickford as well. Think about the chances Spain had at 1-0. Graham Souness has got to ask where Paul Pogba is in all of this. Look, for me, it's so good that Ollie Watkins got us to the final. Cole Palmer has got us back in this game. I know it's moments, but the goal was good. It was a good goal. I mean, you score a goal like that in the Premier League, you'd say, look at that. Get the ball to Saka, holds it up, lays it into Bellingham, lays it off, Cole Palmer. Kanye says, Gareth told them to take the shackles off. Dom Horseman says, did I not say Cole would score? Spain have struggled ever since we brought a bit of pace on. I think Harry Kane was like playing with 10 men. It's a tough game for Spain. This is a 50-50. This is a... You know, remember, they haven't got Rodri. You know, that Rodri thing might matter a little bit more now. Oh, I tell you what, I think I can only see one team winning this, and I know Kevin Keegan said that once, and it went very, very wrong. But I just got that feeling. It's coming home. Jurgen Klopp says, start, bench, sell. Vindaloo were on the ball and 3 Lions. Fuck off with we're on the ball. That's shit. Vindaloo on the bench, 3 Lions starts. Daniel says, is it bad I'm more excited for United tomorrow? Well, not if you're like Scottish. If you're English, what's wrong with you? Good cross into the box. Not that good. Kyle Walker lets it go. Williams, 13 minutes to go. He's done him. He's done him. Good heading. Good play. John Stones. And he's given a corner. Oh. I always had the feeling. we were going to win this. I never gave up. Lots of you were saying, I said 90 minutes is when you give up. When the final whistle goes. Lots of people saying it might come up. Mark sounds and look like there are more English fans than Spain fans. Got to use the 12th player. Cross comes in, headed away. Oh, get rid of it. Get rid of it. Well done. Oh. Good goal.
Yeah, I want to go what you did.
I know. You can see it.
Yeah?
Still going strong.
Yeah.
I hope it don't go to penalties for you.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's plenty of little kids all around the world, school tomorrow, staying up. And you should stay up because I tell you what, there might be drink, there might be bad language, but you'll remember it for the rest of your lives. Some of us aren't as young as we used to be. We've never seen this opportunity. And I just wouldn't go to bed because there's plenty of time to sleep for the rest of your lives. You've got an opportunity to witness history here. Whether you're Spanish or English, but more importantly English. There'll be other nights But there may not be other nights like this. Mark sounds like, yeah, more England fans, says Amir. I just got a feeling. They've missed Rodri. But you know what? I feel like everything we've said has been true before the game. Said before the game, if we're still in the game, when you get Palmer and Watkins on, it could really switch in our favour. And 1-0, you're still in the game. We said if we can keep Yamal and Williams quiet for most of the game, we've got a chance. And we've done that, apart from 1 goal. And we also said getting Harry Kane off as soon as possible would probably help us win the game. And that has worked as well. Saka, player of the tournament if England wins, says Charlie. No, probably not. Thanks for the follow, Brahim. I'll tell you what. I've had too many of these, I think. It's going to be a tough start to the week. Come on, England. Oh, no. Great save, Pickford. Bloody hell. He's Pickford man of the match. Pickford man of the match, anyone? 2 massive saves. This game is, second half has been brilliant. I mean, how is Spain getting back into this? Why have we gone all defense? You know what? I said that as well, didn't I? I did say that. I said the 10 minutes after we scored was going to be key. Because if we went for the throat, I think we can win it. But we've actually gone compact again. I think we should have bloody gone for him. We've not really had that many attacks since we scored. Well, here we go. Here we go. Oh, good tackle that was. Make sure you subscribe if you're watching. Bottom right-hand corner. Spain about to make another sub here. Yamal did not hit that well at all. I would have saved that. He panicked. He knows he did. He could have done better. Nacho's coming on for Lenormand. That might be quite good for us because, I don't know, pace-wise, I don't think Nacho's as fast. He's looked a bit shaky in this tournament to me. Zach says, are England playing for penalties? No, I just think it's the manager. I think he's, you know, we're always about being compact, aren't we? And I do think that there's an opportunity to go out and hurt them a little bit, but we don't. We've gone back to being a bit more organised. Yamal, good ball into Carvajal. We've got to be careful here. Oh, he's going to have to win the second ball. Win the second. I can't believe Foden's still on the pitch. Actually, not saying he can't make anything happen, but I've not really noticed Foden in the second half. That's a corner. Oh. Who should England bring on next, says Richard? Gordon or Trent? Well, it's a good point. The first 2 substitutions are easy. I think Foden for Gordon. Yeah. Foden for Gordon makes sense. I mean, Watkins is a good player to have on the pitch. Yamal's in here. Well done, Pickford. I genuinely think Pickford's been our man of the match. I just don't see how you can look any more than that. Yamal cannot play more than 90 due to Germany's youth labour laws, says Hockham. Well, I bet he bloody well can. He's 17. You get 17-year-old footballers, surely. Maybe when he was 16. Yeah, I agree with Lesnide. Pickford's been excellent. Apart from, you know, on goalkeeping, he's been excellent. I think he's... I don't like the way he's kicked the ball so long. But that'll be because of the coaching, really. Oh, no! Oh, no! I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I cannot fucking believe what I have just seen there. Who's not fucking tracked Cucurella there? I'm speechless. I'm absolutely I can't believe it. I'm speechless. I just cannot believe it. Oh, I can't believe it. Saka's let him go. Walker's out of position again. He might be offside. He might be offside. He might be offside here. I'm telling you now, he might be offside. I think his foot's off. I think he's offside. We might just have got the biggest stroke of luck in this whole bloody tournament. I think he's offside. He looks like he's off for me. He's on. People are saying he's on. He's on! Oh, God! I thought he was... Oh, bloody hell. I thought that was going to be offside. For fuck's sake. Oh, I don't believe it. This is so disappointing. This is so disappointing. Have we finally run out of luck? Have we finally run out of moments? You know, yet again, the Spain goal was absolutely magic, wasn't it? Look, Tony's coming on. Look, maybe Foden should have been took off a little bit earlier. Oh. Normally I've got something to say. I just didn't get that script. I did not get that script. Oh, I'm stunned. I'm absolutely stunned. I'm not criticising the goal. I mean, it's come down the right hand side again. I mean, all I'll say is don't ever tell me that Kyle Walker wouldn't be playing in the Championship if he didn't have pace. Off the line. Oh, for fuck's sake! How have they not scored? How have we not scored there? Header from Rice. Saved by the keeper, and then Guehi off the line, and then Rice over the bar. I don't fucking believe this. This is the footballing gods giving us justice for all the fucking luck we've had. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Oh, this wasn't meant to happen. I've opened another can for this. I don't believe it. I literally just don't believe it. Can you believe it? I don't believe it. I think even people who wanted England to lose can't believe it. Logically, when all said and done, Jordan Pickford was my man of the match at 1-1. There's a bit of a hint there, isn't there? It's like eating a burger and all you can see is, you know, there used to be cows in the field next door and now they're not there. And then moaning that the burger's beef. You know, it is a little bit obvious that Spain were the better. I mean, look at that. 16 shots, 65%. Pickford was my man of the match before the goal. They had some big chances. But that late winner is repulsive. Now I know what Slovakia and Holland feel like. It's about as enjoyable as a dirty weekend with Pat Butcher in Stoke. I just feel sick. I feel absolutely sick. Well, the match reaction is going to be good because over the course of the Euros, I've taken loads of notes. And whilst I said I would remain positive, he's onside because of John Stone's knee, by the way. Oh, my God. I think there's a few home truths. You know, for me, 2 back-to-back... Look, let's call it how it is. 2 back-to-back final losses with that set of players playing shit football ain't something to write home about. Let me tell you a lesson in life. Whether you come 2nd or 8th, you lose. There's no glory in 2nd place. There's no open top bus tour. That Spanish team, on paper, is not as good as England. It's not as good as England. But tactically, it's better. He's fucking blown it. He's blown it and we've blown it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I literally cannot fucking believe it. I can't fucking believe that we've given 65% possession up and lost another final. You absolute fucking bottle jobs. Jokers, your siege mentality has fucked up big time. I told you. I bloody told you all tournament. Moments FC. Crap football. Jammy bastards. Oh, well, the criticism's not fair. The criticism's not fair. Where's my bloody apology? Picking shit like that every fucking game. Harry Kane every bloody game. Going behind before we start playing. Pick your best fucking players, get some coaches who know how to play football, and stop telling your goalkeeper to kick the fucking ball long. It's not the 1980s, you twat. Fuck it. Fuck off with your hugging and your bloody sorrying for yourself. Shit. Absolute shit. You've been embarrassed. Football won tonight. You fucking jokers. You absolute fucking embarrassments. Fuck off. Absolutely. I fucking invested in this tonight. I said nothing until the 90th minute. Nothing. Get behind us. You never know what might happen. History in the making. Fuck right off. Absolute fucking shit. Embarrassed all tournament. Played the easy side of the draw. Got to the final. Played fucking rubbish counter-attacking football. And got fucking humiliated. Man of the match, Pickford. Absolute shit. Fuck off. We've got some good players. We've got some good players. And that's a bloody embarrassment. An absolute embarrassment. You are an embarrassment. Fuck off. You know, Wembley was a bloody joke and it got bloody swept under the carpet because we missed a load of penalties and racists made it a horrible, horrible evening, and the football got forgotten because of racists reacting to penalty takers. Tonight, no penalty shootout. Didn't even get there. Embarrassing. Now, fuck off. Retire and see what Premier League club will give you a job, because nobody fucking will. Tactics are shit. Embarrassment. Go. Time to fucking go. A few home truths. This siege mentality bollocks. This fucking nonsense in the media.
No.
Off to bed, mate.
Yeah.
Guess. Didn't deserve to win, did they?
Yeah.
You get some rest.
Yeah, they have a bad attitude.
They've got a bad attitude, yeah. They don't deserve it. Look, I'll wear that. I'll wear that because I'm English. But football won tonight. Football won. Absolute bunch of twats. No sympathy at all. Absolutely none. If they don't get rid of Southgate, there's no point going to the World Cup. No sympathy at all. No sympathy at all. Shite. Absolute shite. There's just no bloody sympathy. They're all there getting ready to cry. There's no sympathy. You got absolutely handed arses on a plate. Arses on a plate. You got absolutely done. Your best player was Jordan Pickford. They battered you. Phil Foden, Jude Bellingham, Saka, Mainu, Palmer, Watkins. Gordon didn't even get fucking game time. Waste of time. Absolute waste of time. We may as well have borrowed Romania's front six and told them just to work hard. We did nothing with the flair that we had. Nothing. From minute one, we went, oh, it's Spain. It's Spain, everybody. Let's respect Spain. Let's sit back and park the fucking bus. Let's park the bus. It's Spain. Let's not try. Spain, look at them. Look at the kit. Look at them. They've won it before. It's Spain. Hold on a minute. Only one player for Spain definitely starts for England, and that's Rodri. All right, Yamal and Williams probably would, but apart from that, nobody else. All the gear and no fucking idea. I'll tell you what, I'll give you an analogy for this England Euros tournament, right? It's like getting excited about going on a skydiving tournament, jumping out the plane, and then Southgate saying, I didn't pack the parachutes. Thanks for that. It's really exhilarating, but we're not going to end well. Absolute shit. And fair play. You know what? Every one of them England fans deserves a fucking medal. Because if they're clapping that shit, I want a pint of that. Waste of time, lads and ladies and gentlemen. Absolute waste of time. If you think that's worth waiting another 2 years for, good fucking luck. Because we're probably going to get another 2 fucking years of this shit. At some point, it needs calling out. It needs calling out. It should have been done after the Euros at Wembley. That was a bottle job. Oh no, give him the World Cup. World Cup bottle job. Oh, but we made it to the final of the Euros playing shit. Bottle job. Doesn't matter. We may as well have gone out to Slovakia. We've done nothing in this tournament. Nothing in this tournament. We were shit in the group stage. We were jammy against Slovakia. We needed penalties against Switzerland. And we scored a last-minute winner against the Netherlands. And we got our arses handed on a plate against Spain. Why the fuck would you give this guy and these coaches another tournament when you've got world-class players like Jude Bellingham, Phil Foden, Saka, Palmer, Watkins, Mainu, Luke Shaw, John Stones? There's so much talent and we play like we're fucking Luxembourg. Jokes. That's got to be the end of Southgate. It's got to be the end of it. It's got to be. Anyway, look, I'm going to go and do a match reaction. You lot have been absolute legends. Absolute legends in this tournament. You know, it's not always been about England. Spain are the best team. Football has won. You know I love football. I wanted England to win, but, you know, taking away that absolute shit show, Spain have been the best tournament players, team, structure, system. They totally and utterly deserve it. Well done to Spain. You've all been legends. Absolutely brilliant. I'm going to go and do my match reaction. Billy Welsh says, having 2 sons, Seb nails it. Best group of talent, but there's a grit problem in some countries. If players match fans' passion, they are champions. Look, I've got a few notes for the match reaction, mate, that I'm gonna get into because I think it needs to be saying. England getting bounced when they meet the first strong opponent. It is the history of England, says Jev. Feel sorry for you. Definitely would have won with a better coach, says Ali. It's gutting, mate. It's really gutting. England only got a final because they're easy draw. Says Dazzo. When we scored, we sat back again. That's the thing. That is the thing. And that is a great point by Joshua. Attacking football won today. Nice result, says Mitsu. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to go and do my match reaction. It will be worth watching. I'll speak to you in a bit.